Well, today I'm out exploring a bit of Railway Reserve. That's a railway up there, and we've got this bit of land here, and then there's a bit of an old fence there. So that side is private property, but all this up to here is just Railway Reserve. So, you know, who knows what was here before the railway came through and, you know, went straight through the middle of everything. And also, we don't know where the railway workers used to camp. So anyway, I'm just having a look around, seeing what I can find. There's quite a lot of broken old telephone cable insulators, and a few bits of glass, and haven't really found a lot, but I did just find something down here, and it's baking on top of the ground, and I reckon that'll be a little button. Came in about 12, so I reckon it may even have writing on the back there actually. So I don't know how well that's going to clean. It's pretty caked on, but we'll try giving it a clean and see what we've got. Well, that's the front of the button. Has got a little bit of a, I don't know, ridgy pattern around there, but nothing much. Pretty plain. A little bit of black paint still there. But on the other side, we've got some writing, so always check the backs. You never know. Can almost see that there. Turner and Company patent. So I don't know that I've found one of those before, but anyway, I'll see if I can look it up. But anyway, Turner and Company, and a bit hard to see, but it is quite, you know, there's a little bit of pattern work there in the brass, so, you know, from a plain looking button, she's quite a nice little one. There's even a bit of pattern work inside the little bowl there. A bit hard to see, but anyway. So, you know, just a button, just a 4-hole button, but on the back we've got that, and suddenly it's a piece of history. So we're going to have to see if we can find out about Turner and Company. Well, Turner and Company started as early as 1809, I think, and they were a mass producer of buttons. They had a factory in Birmingham. There was a father and 2 sons, and they would put their name on the back, and of course, if a company ordered buttons, their name would go on the front. So in this case, there's no name on the front, but I've seen other examples online of, even in America, US companies using their buttons. So, you know, obviously they got orders around the world, and anyway, they're a mass-produced button. But guessing this one's probably late 1800s, but yeah, even early 1900s, I don't know. Anyway, so, you know, that could have been just dropped by a passerby, who knows when, or the person who put this fence up. But anyway, it's our first find of the day, and, you know, you always get your hopes up if you can find a button or two. But, you know, maybe there was some activity in the area. I do know that up over there's a pub. There still is a pub there. So, you know, I'm sort of heading up that sort of way. There's a bit of bush near the pub, and I'm going to give that a bit of a go. And, you know, if there was a pub up there, who knows if there was any houses or anything here before the railway came through. So, you know, that's what I'm working on, just going along the railway and keeping an eye out for glass and stuff, and, you know, swinging as I go. Anyway, it's our first little relic, and I'll keep going. Well, I had a 15 here and we've got a 20 cent. So not quite what I was out here looking for, but anyway, 20 cent. Back back out in the goldfields and sort of heading up towards the spot where I found all the buckles and tokens and whatever in the past. You know, I'm not done with this spot yet. I reckon there's got to be something else hiding out here. Anyway, had a 28 down here, and wouldn't that rot your socks? It's a jolly 1-cent piece. Down a fair way too. Jolly thing. So I nearly thought I was riding a penny, but anyway, other than that, I've just been digging rubbish, so hopefully something good will pop up sooner or later. Well, I will say I'm very suspicious of a can, but also I am in the area where I've found all the tokens and buckles and stuff, so I reckon we better live dig this one and just make sure we don't miss something. But you can see the screen there. 25, 27, and it is a nice sharp signal, so maybe it's not a can. So it's only a couple of bars down. We're going to see what it is. Just over here I think I found a buckle, a little buckle, so, and out here was where I got the tokens, so you know it's a good chance this could be something good, but it's not very far down, so we'll see. Can get rid of a few roots out of the way. What is that? Is that going to be a jolly washer of some sort? I think it is. Don't know what it's made out of. In fact, maybe that's not a washer. It looks like it's had a stem there. So what on earth was that? Some kind of brass linkage thing or something? Don't think it's a tap handle, and I don't think it's a key handle, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's an interesting little piece, whatever it is. It's jolly nice thick brass, but it's missing the stem, so you know, don't think it was a key, but maybe well, I don't know, what I'm thinking is it had a stem and then another loop on the other end, and it was like a linkage bit off some kind of machinery or something to give it the movement, but I don't know. But anyway, we missed it, so we're sniping around, pushing in amongst all the scrub, and if we've missed that well, there's a jolly good chance there's still a few coins out here. So, that being said, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Well, down here we've got an 18, a couple of bars down, so there is a lot of rubbish around, so I'm not exactly too excited, but you just never know. It's a reasonably good signal, so we'll see what it is. Of course, it could be a Britannia penny. They'd ring up down that low, but anyway, we're going to see what we find. And so far, I haven't seen anything except rocks. So we'll see if we've got him out and where he's gone. No. Still down in the hole. So maybe not rubbish. Well, maybe not modern rubbish, I should say. Let's see what it is. Hopefully this time. Still can't see anything. Now I'm seeing something. Bit of brittle, I don't know what it is. Some kind of flaky metal. So I nearly reckon that'll be a signal. Whether there's more of it down here, I don't know, but in fact I think there is. So Anyway, there's something buried here. Just down there's where I was digging those bits of flaky metal, and swinging around we've got another signal here, a bit of a higher signal. 28, 29. So we're going to see what this is. Again, it's not very far down, but you know, it doesn't have to be. It's amazing what you can find near the surface sometimes. So, let's see what we've got. Hopefully, I've got her out, but we should have nearly got her out. She was only 2 bars down. And she's in there. So 29.30 could almost be a halfpenny token, but I don't know that it's going to be. What is that? Is it our signal or is it something else? Don't know. Anyway, we'll get the pin pointer and find out, I guess. No, that must be just a rock. So whatever we want's still in here. And that will be it. It's just plopped out. And I would nearly reckon that could jolly well be a token, you know. And a mangled token. So, you know, it's always a bit of a pity when you get a mangled one, but that's just the way, you know. It's better than not finding one at all. So we're going to give that a clean. We're going to see if it is a token, I guess, and if we can see anything at all on it. Well, I was just having serious doubts it was a token. I was thinking it's going to be just a chunk of copper that someone's cut out, and then I thought, you know, I've just given it a brush. I thought, no, I'll get the water onto it and we'll have a proper look. Can't see any real detail on there. There's a few little dints and stuff, but then I cleaned up here and we can see there peace and plenty. So some kind of peace and plenty token, but I don't know which one. So I don't even know if I'll straighten that out, whether I can get a date off there or whether I'll just leave it as is, because if I try and straighten that, it's going to leave a big ugly crease mark on there. But maybe I can open it a tiny bit just to get a peek in there. But anyway, it's a peace and plenty, so I don't think it's a rare one, and even if it was, it's rather poorly done by. So anyway, peace and plenty folded token. So hopefully we can find something a bit more well, a bit less battered. But anyway, we'll take it. It's a token. We found it. Jolly good. See what else we can find. Well, just down here we had a little sort of 15, struggling to get it. Got it one way and not the other. Struggling to make itself heard in here, and we have flicked out that one, which I'd nearly say is the knob off a old tin or something, but it's not lead, it's some other kind of metal. But anyway, it's like a little fancy knob off the top of a tobacco tin or something. I think that's what they are. Anyway, it's a little cool relic, but it's sort of a bit flaky, and normally those are lead, but that one's something else. Anyway, well, we're back out again at the bush settlement again, and over here's where I got all that stuff last video, depending when I post this, but last video out here got all that spade token and coins and stuff in there. Anyway, I parked the car up here, so I'm just sort of walking, you know, just over that way. I've sort of almost run out of signals in there, so, you know, I'm still going to give it another go over, but, you know, I'm just going to check around a bit further afield. In the past, I did find a heap of coins here, but they were more modern coins, like Commonwealths and kangaroo pennies. And so anyway, there's just signals and stuff going on everywhere here, and bottle caps, and you know, not so much here, but you know, there's a lot of stuff in the ground. I might just turn that sound up a little bit. But anyway, so all sorts of stuff here. A lot of rubbish buried. Anyway, I had a 20 sort of signal here. It's only a couple of bars down. And we have flicked out that one, which does look rather brooch-like, I reckon. Oh yeah, got some blue stones in there. So, looks like it's missing a few stones, but that's always expected. So I'll give that a clean and we'll see what she comes up like. Anyway, we're back in a tick, but that's rather cool. I was rather expecting a bottle cap, but there we go. We've got glass and everything in here, but anyway, back in a tick. And there we have her. That is a basket of flowers by the looks. So rather a nice brooch, but don't know how old she is, but I don't quite, anyway, I won't guess too much, but anyway, it's quite a unique little piece. So we're missing 2 blue stones, and I don't know what was in here, but anyway, it's rather an unusual find. So I reckon that's pretty cool. So I'll give it a bit more of a clean at home and see if I can find anything else written on there, but I don't think there is. There's a bit of a shiny patch here, so I'm wondering if something has dropped off, so I'm going to give this hole a bit of a going over and make sure, because quite often those little bits do fall off pretty easily. So anyway, almost looks like something's fallen off, unless it was just a fleck of metal came off. Anyway, I'll have a good hunt for it in here, but anyway. Well, we're back over where I've sort of been finding all the coins last time, and just been digging bits of rubbish, you know, quarter of a toe cap and bits of rusty metal and stuff. Anyway, got a nice signal here. I can find it again. That one. So don't want to speak too soon, but it's sort of the sixpence numbers, up around the 26 sort of numbers. So we're going to see what it is. I've got rather high hopes of this being a coin. So we may fall flat on our face, but I'm rather hopeful. Once again, I've got roots holding us up, but if we can get them out of the way, hopefully we can get this up. It's sort of all gone to pieces here, so I don't know where our signal hole have gone. Anyway, we'll get all of this out and then we'll see where she's gone. Hopefully I've got her out. I did see somewhere here a little piece of crockery come up, so it's jolly thick stuff too, so whether that was an old wash bowl or something. Anyway, bit of crockery, and we're going to find where our signal went. Don't know where I'm filming here, I'm sort of not looking. So So we're in here. I'm going to say sixpence, but we're going to find out if I'm wrong now. It's probably going to be a washer. So I nearly think she must be in this club here. Yep. So if we break her in half, still got her in our hand, break her in half again, and she's gone. She's in this one. I don't like the look of that. I called it too early. It's going to be a jolly. Oh no, maybe not. I was going to say a washer, but maybe that's a button. Or a rivet. I don't know, I'll give it a clean. Maybe that's another one of those little buttons I found. Anyway, we'll be back in a tick, I'll give it a clean. Okay, are we ready for the big reveal? Wouldn't that rot your socks? It's a jolly little rivet washer. Cleaned her up and the hole fell out the middle. Anyway, so jolly lovely signal and jolly annoying. But anyway, that's the way it goes. So we did miss that, so there's hope of finding another coin here yet. Little 10 down here, and we've got a little tiny tack. So it's a lovely little old one. Can sort of see the squared edges there. So probably handmade. Anyway, little tack. So the 10 down a fair way too. So anyway, there's a really faint signal at first, but we've got it. So well, I had a sort of a faint 13, and then it sort of split up, and there was numbers going everywhere, and I ended up getting that out of this hole. So I don't know what that one is, but actually I think I might know what that one is. I might have to clean that up, but I reckon that's a type key out of a printing press or something. Maybe not, maybe. I think that's a T or something on the end there. So, you know, I have found one of those before, so I'll clean that up and I might put a photo on the screen if it comes up alright. Anyway, I reckon that's what that is. A little type key out of a printing press of some kind. Chunk of lead, don't know what it was, but anyway. And this one, I thought it was a button, but it's also made of lead, so a little lead disc. Don't know what for, sort of concaved. Anyway, so lead, and I reckon that's a little type key. Looks like a letter T or something. Anyway, I'm still finding stuff in this hole. Got another one of those little lead discs. So I don't know what they were, but that's number 2. And it's concave too, so dish shaped. So don't know. Anyway, they ring up at 13, so well, I'm going back over old ground again, and right here, somewhere here, was where I found that first token, the Malden token. And you know, I'm clearing a few more sticks away, and I'm doing back over old ground, digging some more low signals, but I've come across this one which I must have missed. 21. So a little bit jittery, but I'm hoping it could be a threepence. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to go back over ground, because as good as you can be, you only have to lose concentration for a little, and you'll, you know, just not swing far enough or something and miss something. So, you know, I'm going back over ground, and we're still finding signals, so you know, may just be another washer, but it's a signal. So I'm rather hopeful for a coin, but we'll see. And she's sort of disappeared, has she? think she has. But there's something still trying to talk down the hole, so we'll get a few more shovels out and see if we find her again. Quite often happens if you disturb them and they'll sit up on the edge or something and then sort of lose the signal. So never give up too quickly. Try spreading your dirt around and, you know, see if you can find that signal again. Because I have dug holes that have already been dug and found coins in them before today that people have started digging and then given up. So, you know, you don't want to do that. So, in saying that, I probably won't be able to find this again, but there we go, she's back again. So, she can't be far away here. Just try and get all this loose dirt out, and there we go. I reckon we got our wish, and we've got another little threepence. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. Anyway, we won't muck around, we'll give it a clean and we'll see what we can see as far as the date goes. And here we have a 1891 little threepence. So, you know, I'm jolly glad I went back over some ground and picked up a few things that I've missed, because that is a jolly nice one to leave behind. So, Queen Victoria with her veil on there. So anyway, that is jolly cool. Love those little guys. And, you know, she's a bit dirty, but she will clean up. If it's designed, she'll clean up beautifully actually. So anyway, 1891, jolly brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Had a little 14 on this tree here, you know, wasn't too far down. 3 inches, something like that. We've got that one, which is another little bit of jewellery type of stuff. So it is quite incredible the amount of brooches and jewellery in this area. So I don't know how they all got here, whether there was a shop here or someone threw out their little stash, but you know, I haven't really dug any low numbers, so I can't say too much, but I haven't seen anything of great value come up yet. Gold pendants or gold rings or that, but then again, I haven't been digging the low numbers, so I can't say too much. But anyway, that came up as a 14, so it looks like a little pendant type of thing. I'm guessing it would have had a, I don't know, porcelain or something thing in the middle, some kind of picture. Anyway, won't bother cleaning it up now. We'll clean it up when we get home, but I can't see any sort of patterning on it. It might have a hinge right there, so maybe it was more of a locket, I don't know. Anyway, I'll check the hole, make sure there's nothing else here, but I'm just amazed at how many bits and pieces like that I've found in this area. Just little bits of jewellery type stuff. Anyway, we'll keep going, see what else we can find. Well, we have been digging quite a lot of buttons, but I sort of probably won't include them in the video because it'll just take too long, so we'll line them up at the end of the wrap up and we'll see how many we get. But that one's an Excelsior button, a little one, so Excelsior, and it's still got the black paint on it. Anyway, I've been finding, you know, best ring edge and best make and quite a few different ones, but anyway, I won't sort of spend too much time on them, but we'll see them in the wrap up anyway. Well, as I'm heading sort of away from my spot and down to the creek here in the scrub, there's getting sort of a lot more modern sort of rubbish for some reason. So, you know, A lot of shallow kind of modern rubbish. Anyway, down this hole, I'm just watching this guy. That's a jolly old jumping ant. They can bite. So I don't know where his nest is, but I hope I'm not standing in it. So we'll keep moving. But in this hole, he had a bit of insulated wire, and I'll just move back out of his way. We got this, which is a funny, it's a bit of leather with a hole in it, like a buttonhole type of thing. It's got this bit of brass folded over it, so, or is that lead? No, I think it's brass. So it's rather strange things you find, but anyway, a leather strap and a bit of brass. Anyway, I'm surprised the leather's still so supple. Well, there it goes. But anyway, so anyway, just a bit of a funny sort of find, but I don't know where that ant's gone, but he was sort of chasing me. In fact, there might be a few of them around, so I better keep moving. Well, I'm at a bit of a camping spot here. There is a bit of an old building over there, and I did notice a bit of old glass under the trees here, so I thought, you know, I'd have a look. Didn't get far from the car. On the middle of the road here, I got a signal, and you know, I was pretty sure it was going to be a bit of rubbish, but it's not. It's amazing when these guys just pop up everywhere. It's pretty crusty, but I reckon it's a Commonwealth penny, so I'll give it a quick clean and see if we can get a date off it. She's pretty crusty. Well, I'm not going to muck around with that too much, but I can see 1917 there, but she's pretty bad. But anyway, 1917, so not bad one to find, and we'll see what else is around. Well, there's where I got the penny, and I've got another signal just up the hill a bit more somewhere. Find it again. Where was it? There it is. So 23, 24, certainly, well, 2 bars down. So a bit shallower than the other one, but you never know, could be something good, seeing as we just found one penny. Let's see what this one is. And I've seen something right in there, and it does look like a coin. What is that? Is that going to be a jolly 1 cent? It is too. I thought it might have been a 6pence, but I got a cent coin. So anyway, there's a few coins around here. It seems. Well, we're having a pretty good start to the day, considering we've only been going probably 5-10 minutes. Had another 20 here. There's a heap of other signals around, but 1920 sort of numbers. Only 2 bars down again, and this time it is a 6pence by the looks. I reckon I can nearly get a date there. 1950. Is that 7? Can't quite see. Yes, it's 7. 1957. So that will be Queen Elizabeth, definitely. So anyway, little drop of silver. So not bad. So whatever was on this hill here, there's 3 coins on the way down. So anyway, we'll keep going. That's rather cool. You might remember one video ages ago I did around the oval here and found a heap of coins. But anyway, I was sort of doing it pretty fast, you know, just going around the edge, and I thought I'd give it another go, just for kicks, see what I've missed, and got a 2 cent back there, and then I've got that one, which I'm going to say is, looking at that milled edge there, going to be a 6pence. Now, a lot of the coins I found in this sort of dirt here have been pretty badly done by, but we'll see what this one's like. It doesn't look too bad. Well, I'll give that a clean and we'll see if we can get a date. Might be 43 or 48, I think. Anyway, I'll give it a clean. Well, she's pretty black, but I'd say she may have been burnt. I don't know. Anyway, 1943. So she is a 925 silver, so she may clean up alright. But as with some of the coins I found around there, they just got sand embedded in them, so rather wrecks them. But anyway, we found it and it is silver, and it would have been quite a nice coin when it was lost, but it's a little bit worse for wear now, but you know, not too bad. That side's quite nice. So we've missed one and a 2 cent, which, you know, doesn't surprise me, because I may have only done closer to the oval and not out further here, so I can't remember what I did, but I only went around once, so, and I was going fairly fast, so I'm not surprised. And we'll see if we can find anything else. But that is cool. And of course there would be more in the oval, but I'm not even gonna go in there. They might kick up a fuss, so we'll go around the outside. It's all just dirt and nobody's gonna mind us. So anyway, I'll keep going. Back outside the oval fence again, and not the original fence. The original fence is here, and they've put this new one up, so this was once part of the oval. I did find under a tree over there a rather odd little thing, if I can find it in my bag. That big chunk of brass. I don't know what on earth that is. It's got a bit of heft to it. It has got some kind of writing there. Whether I can make it out or not, I don't know. But I don't know what that is, or what it was, maybe more the point. And what is missing off it, looks like it's had something attached there, so I really don't know what that is. So if you know what that is, you can let me know in the comments, but it's part of something. Maybe if I can read that name, it'll give me a clue. Anyway, she's had a few knocks and bashes, but she's a jolly solid chunk of brass. Anyway, and I had a 24 here. I had a good, you know, patch of coins through the fence just over there. So I thought, oh, maybe there'll be a few more on this side. But anyway, I have done a bit out here before, but not thoroughly. Anyway, we've got that one, which I don't know if there's going to be anything left on that, or whether the enamel has all come off, but we've got some kind of maker's name there, so I'll give that one a clean and I'll see if we can see anything on it. Well, I reckon she would have had an enamel thing sitting in there with whatever it was, which has come off or got lost at some stage, so we're just left with the backing plate. Pretty sure there's nothing on there. So I reckon it would have had an enamel little logo in the middle. Anyway, it is made in, I'm pretty sure that says Frankston, which is in Melbourne. Swan and something. I have heard of them before, but anyway, I'll put it up on the screen if I find out any more info. But anyway, she's a nice little bit of work. Don't know what she's made out of. I'd say she would have been silver plated, but you know, there's not much of the silver plating left. Anyway, so I'll make sure there's no bits of enamel sneaking around here, but I don't think there is. So I think anyway. That's all we're going to get. Well, I don't know if we've got the best lighting here, but we're going to do a bit of a roundup on these smaller items. We've got the knob I found in the Goldfields, which is quite a nice little one. I don't know exactly what it's made out of, but it's sort of a flaky metal. And these all came from the settlement site. So we'll start here. We've got our type key. Don't know if you can see there. I still think it's a T. But on the side here, really going to be hard to see. But it does say Carlson. Carslon. C-A-S-L-O-N. There we go. Carslon. Now that is William Carslon. He... don't know why we've lost focus here. There we go. William Carslon. He was... well, he lived from 1692 to 1766. And that was his font. So that was inspired by his work. So it's not that old, but that's the type of font. So Carlson font. Anyway, I have got another one of those somewhere. I just can't find where I put it, but it's a Carlson one as well. So obviously they were out of some kind of printing press of some sort. Anyway, so it's quite a cool little find. And onto our buttons now. As I said, I wasn't sort of filming these because they are sort of plainer buttons, I thought. But when I started cleaning them, you know, there's actually writing on them, or most of them. So I think all those ones are... no, not that one. All those four there are the same button. They got the same name on them. I don't know which one's going to be the clearest here. We'll try this one. Don't know how good we're going to see. Anyway, I'll put it on the screen, but CH shakes... what was it? Shake... I can't even remember now. Shakeshaft. That's it. A real weird name. CH Shakeshaft. And underneath there, we've got a town name, which is Kapunda. K-A-P-U-N-D-A. That one might be clear there. Kapunda. Got to get it in the right light. But anyway, I looked it up, and that is in South Australia, just sort of above Adelaide. So those buttons are from a South Australian company, and I actually found four of the same. So maybe they're off the same clothes or something that was thrown there. But anyway, so you know, I thought they were plain. They were really covered in that sort of stuff, you know, but when I got it off, there's actually a name there, so rather cool. I don't know if I've got any of that before. I can't remember any South Australian buttons, but I could be wrong. Well, these two are actually a bit of a pair. They are both Excelsior buttons. One's painted black and the other's either worn off or different, but different size. Excelsior with a star, and as you can see the hole is a little bit offset, so you know that would have been a mass produced sort of thing. That one is a pretty common one, best ring edge, but you know, quite a nice button. And I've got one plain one. That's a nice little plain sort of flat one, pretty flat. And well, that's our little locket sort of frame thing. Not really much to see there, pretty plain, but anyway, that's our two little lead discs, which I don't know what they are, but they were buried with this type key, so don't know. And our little square tack. So anyway, that's our smaller sort of finds, and you know, they're quite interesting. So anyway,